they get caught stealing what they call double dipping. You know, when you clock in, but you don't work, you clock in and you leave or go home or go hide in the bathroom. You know, a lot of people clock in and do different things when they double dip. That's what they call it, stealing time. A lot of people clock in, go to the bathroom, they're in the bathroom for an hour. A lot of people clock in and go back to their car and go home, go to the store, go grocery shopping. People done it all. They done it all. Clock in and leave. And it's easier if you can clock in on your phone because you definitely can get off then. So these two dumbasses done got greedy with it. If you're doing that kind of work and they're not paying you enough, if the opportunity presents itself, of course, nine times out of ten, you're gonna take a chance to get more money because they're not paying you enough. Especially to be a cop. Especially to be a cop. You're risking your life every fucking day. Every day you put on that uniform, it's a slight chance that you may not make it back home. You may not make it back to your family before you get off work. It's a slight chance every time you put on that uniform, a police officer uniform. Every time you put one on, bro, it's a slight chance that you might not make it home. So if they're not paying these people enough, if the opportunity presents itself for them to defraud, double dip, defraud, however, to get extra money, of course they're gonna do it. 90% of people gonna do it. If the opportunity presents itself and you feel like you're not gonna get caught, 9 times out of 10, man, people gonna do it. And but you can't get greedy with it. That's the thing. You can't get greedy, man, because if you get greedy, you're gonna get caught. You're gonna get caught. If you get away with it once or twice, man, okay, back up. You got away with it. But at the same time, if you get away with it once or twice, you feel like you can keep getting away with it. So you're gonna keep doing it because you feel like you can get away with it. You know, I mean, you done did it twice, got away with it twice. You done clocked in, you done went home, laid up with the wifey, barbecue, whatever you did. You went home and you chilled out. You clocked in. Because I'm pretty sure you couldn't hang out nowhere around the station without nobody seeing you. So you had to leave and go home. One of them was being greedy. And I guess HR or whoever does their time seen it, so they picked up on it. So they started watching more because, okay, this here don't look right. Okay, let me pay attention a little more next week. Let me pay attention a little more week after that. They're going to pay attention now that they see there's something weird going on. So they start paying attention. They got caught double dipping, which is a term used for when you clock in and you leave, you go home or wherever you go. Whatever you do, but you clock in and you don't work. That's what they use. That's what they call double dipping. That's the term that they use for that. If I put myself in those shoes, the question that I'm asking myself is it worth it? Is it worth it? Because once you get past a certain number, it's considered grand theft. It's not petty theft no more. Once you get up there in the thousands, now they start hitting you with the felonies. That's when you catch the felony, grand theft. So I'm gonna ask myself, is it worth it? Should I do it? Is it worth it, man? Am I gonna have something to fall back on once I lose my job? And once they bring down consequences on me, is it worth me losing my job and going to jail, leaving my family out here? You know what I mean? Because that's the worst thing you can do if you got a family is go to jail for 5, 6 years and you got wife, kids, and shit. You can't afford to go to jail for no 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 years, nothing like that. When you got a wife and a kid, or wife and kids, you can't afford it. You can't afford to go to jail when you got a wife and kids, man. So that's one of the consequences I'm gonna be looking at. Like, damn, I'm gonna be leaving their out here by themselves, and they may need me. You know what I mean? For not just financially, but security. You gotta be there for your family, security wise too. You can't let nobody do no harm to them. And if you locked up, you can't. How can I put it? You can't help them if they get into some shit. If something happen and they in fear, it ain't shit you can do if you locked up. You know what I mean? And there's nothing you can do. Only thing you can do is sit back and hope that nothing happens. Because you're stuck in prison, so you can't get out to do anything for them. You're just stuck hoping that happens. I think that that's one of the main consequences of those actions that would stop me red-handed. Is me thinking about the fam. I mean, especially if I already get away with it once or twice. I do it once or twice, I get away with it. All right, I know I'm getting away with it, but I know the consequences too. I know how dangerous. I mean, I know that this game that I'm playing is dangerous. I know this in the back of my head. So if I get away with it once or twice, I'm probably not gonna keep doing it. And I fuck around and get caught. And then they're gonna bring everything else that I did. All that shit come back. Everything since you first started taking, all that shit come back. You know what I mean? They don't just charge you with just what you took, and they're gonna look back and see how much you took, and they're gonna add it up, and that's what they're gonna hit you with. So with those two, they probably gonna have to pay the money back. Probably gonna get some jail time. 'Cause they bought charges up on them, so they probably gonna get some jail time. And they're gonna have to pay all that money back. Yeah. Just put a real sticky stain on it. Like, ooh, that's something bad to be walking around with on your reputation when people look at you. Because when people look at you, their brain start wiring the shit that you done did too. Are you a good person or are you a bad person? And that's why when you got a pedophile in the neighborhood, when you look at that person, that's all you're gonna see, like you nasty motherfucker. That's all you're gonna see. That's the only thing your mind gonna play, dogs. Like, you nasty motherfucker. Well, if you ever look at my kids, I'm gonna break your neck. Yeah, that's the only thing your mind gonna play. So that puts a stain, like that put a real stain on the image too. But hey, if you don't pay enough, man, of course people gonna 9 times out of 10 people gonna take advantage if the opportunity presents itself. If you're not paying enough, you ain't paying them but $15 an hour. You know what I mean? Like, and they're risking their life every day for $15 an hour. Of course, of course, if opportunity presents itself, they're gonna try to hit. Of course, you ain't making but $15 an hour. How you? I mean, you better surviving. You live in paycheck to paycheck, making $15 an hour. If you making that an hour, you live in paycheck to paycheck. You're not making no money. So, of course, it's the opposite. Of course, 9 times out of 10, 90, 99, well, I ain't gonna say 99, 90% of people, if that opportunity presents itself and they're not making the money and it's hard, keeping the bills paid is hard because you're not making shit, what you expect them to do if they can get off a couple grand, what you expect them to do? You expect them not to get off? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you expect them to do? You expect them not to get off? Of course they gonna get off. Of course. Hey man, them two dildos, man. Putnam County is real harsh, man. They just laid this judge off for abusing her power. Like they made her resign because she was abusing her power on civilians that was coming in there with charges and shit. She was getting their ass way more time than what was required. You know what I mean? Like if you got a certain amount of points, you're supposed to get a certain amount of time. They ain't even got the points, and you giving them all this fucking time. So they made her resign, man. So yeah, man, Putnam County is, man, that shit ratchet. It's crooked, man. It's crooked, and you can expect to see more shit like this. I'm guaranteeing. I'm betting you. If anybody want to bet, leave a comment. I'm betting that you're gonna see some more police officers getting caught with the same shit, stealing hours. I'm guaranteeing you, man, within a month, I give it a month at the latest. Within a month, you're gonna see more police on the front page, on Facebook, on Instagram, on the news, double dipping. To what they call it, stealing hours. They stealing 20 here, 30 there, 20 here, 30 there. I'm guaranteeing within a month you're gonna start seeing that shit. The only way they can fix that, man, is if they start paying these people, start paying them, man. They already risking their life. At least pay them. At least give them a decent wage where they ain't gotta break the law because they trying to uphold the law. So I mean, uphold the law and break the law at the same time. So pay these people more money so they don't have to take these chances of breaking the law just to be able to pay their bills. Because that's the only thing they was doing was trying to pay their bills. I'm pretty sure that they wasn't stealing the hours to get the money to go buy drugs or go buy crazy shit. They probably was paying the bills and it was behind, and it is what it is when you're behind. You gotta get it by any means necessary. So that's what they probably was doing with the money, was paying their bills because they weren't doing it every week, but they was doing it. And one of the HR people finally caught on to what they was doing, and that's how they got caught, being greedy. Greed is a sin. Greed is a sin, man. We all know that. So that's probably what they was going on. They was being greedy, and they got caught. And now that they done got caught, they finna look into everybody, and whoever else was doing it, going down with their ass. And I'm pretty sure they weren't the only two people doing it. If it was more than two people, two or more people was doing it, then you can believe it was more. If you catch at least two people, there's more. Man. I mean, one, okay, you was getting off. Like two, that means there's more people. So they're gonna look into everybody. And whoever else was doing it, your ass going down. So be prepared. That's all that was. Two honest men that had to pay some bills. You ever seen the movie John Q? He's an honest man, honest, hardworking man. Just, hey, it is what it is. He had to do what he had to do to save his son. You gotta do what you gotta do to pay the bills, right? To keep a roof over the family head, right? The wife and the kids is at the house. What you gonna do if you can't pay the bills? So that's what I'm thinking that. Well, that's my theory. That's my theory. You know what I mean? Read the article, man, and you probably gonna come up with the same theory. Don't be greedy, man. If you get off once or twice, you know what I mean? Take that, put your head down, man, and walk away. Be happy with what you got. When you try to be greedy, the consequences can be catastrophic, man. You can lose your job, you can lose your freedom. There's a lot of shit that you can lose, that you got, that you probably don't see you got, that you can lose. So keep that in mind, man. Like, if you get away with it once or twice, stop doing it, man. You got away. You got away, especially if somebody else get caught 3, 4 years later, they can go back 10 years. You know what I mean? They go back 10, 15 years to see who I was doing this shit, depending on how long people been working there. Got people that have been cops for 30 years, 25 years. They gonna go all the way back on everybody. How long you been here? 15 years? Well, okay, we're gonna go back 15 years and see to make sure that you wasn't spending money. Just the way it is, man. So if you if you get away with it once or twice, then you probably don't want to keep doing it. You probably don't want to make it a habit. Even though it's easy because you got away and you feel like you're gonna keep getting away with it, you probably not. Everybody get caught. Everybody get caught, man. Just a matter of time, just when they catch you. It's not if, it's when. When they catch you, go get you a job, man. Get you some work. Start saving your money, stack your money up, man, and do something with it. Get out them streets, man. Because remember, the only thing that is in the trap is a rat. That's the only thing that gets stuck in the trap is a rat. Keep that in mind, man. Peace out.